it's been a long week ever since then. Ever since then, people are starting speaking about the issues in FGC slash Smash community. There's already been problems about people speaking about certain rapists, pedophilia, uh, harassment, any misconduct that's been down on the lane for the past like couple of years. And thing about in the Smash community FGC that people are speaking about this issue right now that we can't like ignore this no more. Like ever since the whole situation with like was it Black Lives Matter, ongoing FGC and harassment that's been going on for this whole entire year. Like this is like only been like what half the year so far, and we're already been speaking about these kind of misconduct problems. We're starting to ban people. We're starting to like canceling whoever has been doing to. Even though I don't approve canceling, I always felt like when you expose someone for their head assery, you want to like people don't want to cancel them. People don't want to cancel. They want to hold accountable of their issues and make their like statement and then say goodbye Twitter or goodbye whatever tournament and try to work on you. Try to work on you. That's the whole point for people exposing other people of their problems. But you know how Twitter is. They tend to cancel people and said like nasty, negative stuff that brings a lot of like bad aura. Bad aura. And I would say this is a good thing. I don't say it's a bad thing. And I know it takes a lot of mental energy to take you out from all the bad stuff that's happening. It's been very constant, especially for the women, especially for other genders like gay, lesbian, all that stuff. Especially for our young kids who got harassed. That includes in the Smash community. Yeah, that's what I feel like. This is a good time to this whole quarantine pandemic. It's a good time to people start to reform, to start to change, and it has to change for the greater good because a lot of top player privileged people are getting away with it. They're getting away with a lot of stuff, and the community are going to try their best to try to fix that issue at the moment too. It feels like it's almost the end of Smash community. I mean, you got to like harness like a lot of bad stuff from certain people or in order to reform and change everything. I mean, the community leaders are starting to like raise up the code of conduct. Like how should we discuss it? How to make these people safe? Like going to a tournament right now, it feels less safe or unsafe for me because I'm worried that some person will grab my shoulder and pull me away and drag me into like some kind of fucking hallway or a hotel room and try to fucking rape my ass and shit. It's just so scary to feel like getting touched by someone. It's just from the many years I've been in FGC for like 7 fucking years, and I never actually occurred this problem too. I think everything I have was really cool and stuff. Cool, but some people are unfortunate though for hanging out with a certain amount of people. I can understand that. For the many years I've been with it, I mean, there's been ups and downs, but there's also like something behind the scenes that we don't know about, and people are not speaking about it from all these years. But now people are speaking about it because we're all in the pandemic, we're all in quarantine, we're all sitting at home too. We're all sitting at home, and I'm glad that people are speaking out right now, so we can become better human beings. And to me, from based on what I read from between fighting game communities to Smash, it feels like it's so hard to become a goddamn fucking human being. It's just so hard. Sure, I can understand because I have a disability too. I have comprehension disability. I got a speech problem too. Sometimes the words I say can go into the wrong way, and I try my best to refix that problem so I won't lose people, so I won't lose friends, so I won't lose like a lot of things that I'll regret, because I regret a lot of stuff of what I say, and it hurts people's feelings, and I don't want to be the guy to hurt people's feelings and do that. That's not how I work. I mean, sure, I could be fun and annoying at times, but sometimes I want to let people know that if I'm being too annoying, I'll try my best to like tone down the harassment and stuff. And if it gets too much, then I got something to work on. A lot of people have something to work on and stuff. I'm glad that people like going to start working on themselves to try to be better human beings. But I'm kind of mad that like it's very hard to be a human be a decent human being. It's it's kind of baffling me. It's just not that difficult. Like we're like living in an esports era where like people try to pop off as much as they can and try to act like a fool and try to think, oh, this is I'm doing this is cool and blah, and then just like sometimes it's just not. Like the one incident, a certain person at Evo decides like it's a good idea to toss coins to kids and while their shirts naked and go into a hazardous pool. Probably know what I'm talking about. It's fucking Joey, of course. For like the shady stuff that Joey Wizards has been doing all this time, it felt like he's been hiding under a mask, not getting exposed of it, and no one's exposing who he really is. And thanks to Watson, who's been saying this for all this like 4 years or something, or for all this time he's been saying about fucking Wizard. I mean, people thought that he's like an angry fella right now. I'm not gonna like throw out like each fact he said. This is like my impression about when I hear him talk about. I thought he was just an angry fella until like it actually came out to the opening in Twitter from another person that knows Mr. Wizard. And I'm glad he said about that, because throwing tokens toss tokens to somebody who is like butt naked and but make him throw into a bowl is pretty from pedophile shit. It's very screwed up. It's very not right. And him getting body bagged by the evil staff, by the evil administration for what he's doing after they expose the truth about what he really is. They actually remove him from as CEO, which is good because that shit is effed up. And for the many years that he's been like doing some crazy shit, like I think last time he did something stupid was yelling at Poke Chop behind the scenes where he's trying to get hyper, and Joey just pointed out and told him to sit the F down. I mean, like, what kind of shit is that? What kind of CEO does that? This is a FGC, man. The audience out here wants to see a show. I mean, the FGC is like a big show, People come around the world, watch the competitive players play, and we want to have a good time. That's the point of going to these majors. Have a great ass time. Have an awesome weekend, and come back home just having to create all these memories and history. That's just the point of FGC and Smash. But since we can't have that because of Joey Wizard, and it's always controversy. I think the last controversy that happened with Wizard was the whole drug. No, not really involved Joey, but more like involved other FGC members decided to drug a certain lady, and people were trying to point the blame on Flo and shit. Just like there needs to be a good code of conduct too. And I'm glad that one of the Cannon brothers, who used to be the co-founder used to be running Evo, and now he's back to becoming a leader again. And there's been a lot of like people who are not joining the tournament because of Joey's headassery, and they decide to like, hey, I'm gone. I'm not gonna be part of your tournament no more. I'm gonna take my sponsorship and do it somewhere else, and it's not gonna be at Evo. The downfall of Evo right now is the downfall where Joey gets exposed pretty bad. This is the downfall right now. As far as sponsorship goes, I think it's gonna be lost for now. It's going to take like a while for Evo to be rebrand themselves. And I'm glad they're still going to start looking to rebranding themselves. Is this the end of Evo? Honestly, there's still room to improve. They might keep the name, but I'm not sure they'll keep it. I'm not saying in facts, but I'm saying in my impression. I don't think they'll keep the name Evo. I feel like they'll like change it to a different name, so past stuff won't be remembered no more or whatnot too. Feel like the Cannon Brothers will do something interesting, maybe something to rebrand themselves, to focus on new people, to how to keep people safe, keep people from getting harmed in harm's way and stuff. And seeing certain people who got hit with a ban, and most of them are have a huge wad of history, or got into fights or got suspended before, like unfortunate events, and it's easy for them to get banned for what they did. Right now, it's not gonna be just Evo. It's gonna be a lot of tournaments, a lot of stuff that people need to like reform, work on the code of conduct, ask the staff. And for me, in general, for what it means for PNW, for me right now is that we never had this kind of problem before, But I'm glad the community talks in our Discord. We're starting to talk about it. I feel like what's a good way to keep people from feeling like they're not safe. We can always talk about like especially the kids here. Especially when I always bring my stream setup for every local every week and just like freaking have my laptop ready, have a stream games, have some fun, have some like showcase to people are playing too. And as for kids, I mean, I would say guardian or parent or whatnot to keep people safe, just to be sure to, or someone that they know, personally, or a friend or something, to keep them from safe and harm too. And honestly, if people are going to be members of the community, there should have like at least a code of conduct of like words to say. Like if you're going to join this community, you have to like swear on your heart, on your soul that you understand like the code of conduct, like harassment, rapist, pedophilia, and all that stuff too. There's going to be workshops we can do. I mean, there's a bunch of like universities, college we can go and work on and talk about like how should we improve? How should we do this? How should we tackle as a community leader without like outside help from the police and all that stuff? How do we tackle these problems too? And that's all I want to see too. I want to see a lot of people go into these certain as a presentations of sexual harassment or rapists or certain people too. I mean, that'll be a really great idea to look at these and people learn from it. So we can tackle on these certain problems that's in our community, and we can actually fix professionally, without have people feel like have this animosity inside. It's gonna be a while until we have to reform this, but I feel like after this week, people start opening to a lot of eyes that we need to fix what's wrong with this. And I think that's all I'm gonna say about. I think that's all I'm going to say about about the whole situation right now too. It feels like people are just going to move away from to FGC and Smash just for maybe temporary time, but they'll be back. But if people are feeling uncomfortable with the situation, you got every choice, you got every decision to make to leave the community and try to be in a safe place with your family or something. Probably take some time, take a break or something. I think this whole year has been a big break for the FGC, and people are starting speaking out. If the way of coronavirus and pandemic is right now, and when we staying at home and we start speaking about stuff, this is like a big break. This is a big effing break that people will need. I think that's all I'm going to say right now. That's all I want to feel right now. If you have some other ideas, you can say it on the comments below, and I'll take it. I'll take it to heart and see what I feel. And also, when we're trying to help these victims out, we should really be there for them. Listen to their story. Don't try to victim blame. Don't try to cancel people, because we don't want something bad to happen to them. Like if we start canceling people right now, we are no better than the victim, no better than the predator itself. We're no better than somebody that just use somebody for a tool for our own desire. We'll be just like literally just like sprouting hate. I don't want to sprout hate. I want a solution, a real solution. I want a solution that will fix everyone's problems, and hopefully we can take that as an example in the future and help people who are in need, who are struggling, who are traumatized by this. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. And as a part of the PNW FGC community and a streamer for the PNW, I'll make sure that if there's a problem out there, we can address it to one of our community leaders, and we'll try to tackle on the problem and fix what needs to be fixed. If we're going to end up banning that person, suspending that person, whatnot, there has to be some ways to stop this from happening. Thank you guys for hearing me out. I'll see you again. Bye.